Hello, my friends. This is Mistakes Were Made, and we are back at the dining room table, right about to start our second pay period budget with me. This is going to cover February the 16th through the 28th. Let's zoom in so y'all can see, and we will get started. Let me actually put that time period up here. 16 through 28. Okay, so we're going to get started as usual with income. We are doing this early enough that I do not know neither mine nor Mr. M's actual income for this coming up pay period. So we are going to go ahead and do the minimum. This is now, I think, time number 2 where we didn't know at least one of ours. So for his, it's $18.50. For mine, $22.25. We don't have any miscellaneous income that we budget. We don't budget anything for Etsy because you never know if you're going to have a sale or not. The buffer rollover right now, it's looking like it's going to be $200.97. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's add those together. $18.50 plus $22.25 plus $200.97. Now, because of course the first pay period of February has not been completed and closed out, there is certainly room for things to change, and so there could be some slight differences here. As a result. So we ended up with $4,275.97 for our income total. I wish that I had a better camera angle for all of this. What I'm using is very, very awkward. It's the same thing that I've always been using, but it has always been awkward. And I wish it was just a little bit more user-friendly. Okay, for our recurring monthly costs, we have the second of 2 mortgage payments, $875. We have not yet had the assessment done by our mortgage holder, the person that we work through, to determine how much our mortgage is going to go up for this new year. Once we know that, I will definitely share that with you. The healthcare premium, second of 2 payments again, $206.28. Now we do know what the PG&E bill is. It is $164.67, but the natural gas bill has not quite made it to us yet. So in light of us landing at $214 last month, I am going to budget $200. Previously, our kind of baseline that we had determined for both the electric and the gas was $175. I'm a little bit spooked by how high the gas was, which is why I'm bumping that up just a little bit more. Now, I will say we did, and I mentioned this in a previous video, we did reduce kind of what I figure is our biggest gas user, which is the furnace. We reduced the heat down to 61 degrees. So with any luck, that will have had a pretty good effect, and this 200 will just be an abundance of caution. Comcast, we are at $104. Our phone bill is at $91 for right now. Maybe we should be doing $92 actually. Let's do that. We're going to do 92 because last pay period or last month it was $91.32, I think. And the pay period before that, I think it was $91.12. Am I crazy? Or maybe I'm $1 off. I guess we'll find out. We will just do 92 for right now. And if I'm over by $1, well, that won't kill anything. So let's add this together. $875 plus $206.28 plus $164.67 plus $200 plus $104 plus $92. So we're looking at a total of $1,641.95. We're going to subtract that from our income of $4275.97, which leaves us with a total of $2634.02. All right, so this being the second pay period, okay, here's where things get a little bit awkward. Come on. We are doing our standard $25 transfer to the emergency fund. We are also going to budget in our buffer. We're going to just leave it at the $200 for now. So $225. Come back to our total here. We'll add that in. So it is now a remaining income of $2,409.02. All right, so we already, as you can see, have done a little bit of prep work. We removed one of the lines just temporarily because it does not get paid during this pay period, so that we can make room for the Costco run. And then, of course, crossed out other ones that we are not funding. So AAA gets $13. Birthdays gets $15. Christmas gets $25. Clothing gets $10. Costco run gets $100. Garden and yard gets $30. Gas gets $100. Gifts gets $5. Groceries gets $200. Health gets $15. Household gets $30. Licenses gets $11. Pets gets $125. Prime gets $12. And taxes gets $20. So let's do the math on that. 15 plus 25 plus 10 plus 100 plus 30 plus 100 plus 5 plus 200 plus 15 plus 30 plus 11 plus 125 plus 12 plus 20 brings us to $711. Subtract the $2409.02, and that leaves us with $1,698.02. Okay, so coming up here, we're just going to put that same number here. Yep, you can see me. $1698.02. $30 for my guilt-free spending, which drops that to $1668.02. And then we are still doing the gardening season at this point, which is $100. And that's going to drop us down to $1568.02. Okay. So our standard is for the job cushion $100. So that's going to drop us down to $1468. So for the car, we will be looking at $1450 for a payment. And that will leave $18 for the emergency fund. And then that little bit of change, 2 cents, will go to the buffer rollover. So $1568.02, subtract 100, subtract 1450, subtract 18, subtract 02. Perfect. Okay, so that's our plan. That's our hope. Now, I think at least for as far as Mr. M's paycheck is concerned, most likely, I can't even see that, most likely that should go up a little bit. We could see some reduction in the gas bill, and it's possible we might have some Etsy sales to help with income as well. And so these numbers could potentially change to the benefit, with and providing a little bit more of a boost for the car payment. But even still, even if it stays exactly as is, $1,450 is nothing to sneeze at as far as a nice solid debt payment. I'm trying to remember. I think we ended last month at just a little bit over 6,000, or maybe it was a little under 6,100. And we don't have it penciled out just yet exactly how much we're going to be able to take off during the current pay period, the first pay period. But if we can do an amount that's similar to this, roughly $1,500-esque for that pay period, and the one that we're looking at here, another 3,000, that would cut it in half, and that would put us in a really, really, really good position going into March, whether the job continues or not. Obviously, the more we can put towards it, the better. The longer the job can last, the better. But I am just very, very pleased with the progress that we are making on this. So that is our budget with me for our lovely little short month of February, the second pay period. We are in the process of doing our tax stuff, getting our tax stuff put together. We don't have any actual numbers for that just yet, so nothing to share on that at the moment. But, we will, of course, have a video where we discuss, the results of that and how we will spend any money that we may get as a refund, or how we're going to handle paying taxes if we do owe and need to pay. I think that's kind of it. I don't have anything else that's on my mind, to be honest. So I did mention it before, and somebody mentioned that they was listening to the video, and I re-sparked or rekindled their Sims interest. I have been playing that like crazy lately, and actually right after I hit the stop on this record thing, I am going to be getting on the computer and playing that again. All right, so with that in mind, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, if you just want to say hi, please note those down below. I hope we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.